teeth to the most successful and iconic attack helicopter of all time, here are 10 of the most powerful military helicopters. Number 10. MiL Mi-24 Hind. Often considered as one of the most dangerous helicopters in the Russian Air Force, the MiL Mi-24 Hind has been a Russian workhorse since its creation in 1972. Since then, this extremely intimidating assault helicopter has been used widely and has seen combat action in many military conflicts and wars. And when it's deployed into conflicts, it comes heavily armed. It is fitted with a 30mm twin-barrel cannon and can be armed with various other armaments such as anti-tank missiles, multi-bomb ejector racks, and even unguided missiles. It was designed to have a double bubble canopy type of cockpit, meaning the two pilots basically almost sit on top of each other. It is also heavily armored and can function as a troop carrier, having the capacity of carrying an additional 8 fully equipped troops. Since its creation, the Hind has seen a lot of developments and upgrades through an advancement program, making sure that this old bird will still see a lot of action in the future. Number 9. The Bell AH-1 Cobra. If you think of the quintessential attack helicopter, the classic image of the Bell AH-1 Cobra always comes to mind. And with good reason. It was first introduced in 1967 and has since seen action in multiple conflicts including Vietnam, the invasion of Grenada in 1983, the invasion of Panama in 1989, and even both of Operations Desert Shield and Desert Storm. And these are only the US military operations this iconic helicopter has been involved with, not counting its use in other countries. Starting with the original production model, the AH-1 1G Huey Cobra, there have been a lot of variations of this helicopter made throughout the years. Some have single engines, some have twin, some can carry more armaments, some less. But throughout all of its iterations, one thing doesn't change, and that's the fact that it's one of the most reliable attack helicopters in existence, and it can operate in even the harshest of weather conditions. When fully decked out, the Cobra comes armed with multi-barrel miniguns, grenade launchers, rocket launchers, a 20mm cannon, a 3-barreled Gatling cannon, and finally, machine guns. Number 8. Kamov Ka-52 Hokum B. Kamov Ka-52 Hokum B, also known as the Alligator, is an all-weather combat helicopter developed by Kamov Design Bureau. It has been designed to attack armored and unarmored ground targets and low-speed air targets. You'll easily recognize this chopper because of its two 3-bladed rotors, which are stacked right on top of each other. This feature makes the Alligator the fastest and possibly the most dangerous member of the Russian Air Force since its introduction in 1995. It's perfect for search and destroy missions, coming armed with multiple enemy detection equipment including 2 separate radar systems, each for ground and air targets, and even night and daytime thermal sighting systems. This bird of prey is armed to the talons with a 30mm automatic cannon, laser-guided anti-tank missiles, as well as several rocket pods which house both S-8 and S-16 rockets. And probably the most impressive thing about the Alligator is the fact that when you see it, it's probably too late. It comes armed with various tech that makes it highly unlikely to be detected by enemy radar. Number 7. Denel AH-2 Ruibok. Due to an arms embargo imposed on them in the 70s and 80s, South Africa had no choice but to develop their own weapon systems. Today, South Africa's weapons industry has grown so much that it can be considered one of the major players of the world's military development. And one of the most impressive weapon systems to come out of the country is the Denel AH-2 Ruibok. This chopper is equipped with an electronic suite that allows the helicopter to operate day and night and in all weather conditions, consisting of a multi-sensor turret in the nose of the helicopter called TDATS. This system includes a FLIR or forward-looking infrared display, a TV viewer for images in low light, and a target designator laser rangefinder for guiding weapons. And speaking of weapons, this chopper has plenty. It is designed for tactical air support and to destroy armored vehicles, so it comes equipped with a 20mm cannon, air-to-air missiles, air-to-ground missiles, and both guided and unguided rockets. Number 6. The Z-10. The Z-10 attack helicopter was developed by the Changhe Aircraft Industries Group and the China Helicopter Research and Development Institute for the People's Liberation Army. In fact, it is the first modern helicopter to be fully developed and built locally in China. It was primarily designed to destroy armored targets on the ground, but can do air-to-air combat as well, although admittedly limited in that capacity. This helicopter incorporates a stepped tandem cockpit with the gunner seated in front and the pilot pilot in the rear and is protected by composite armor and bulletproof glass that can withstand 7.62mm rounds. As for weaponry, you definitely have a choice. You can either get a couple of 30mm cannons mounted on its chin turret, and its two sub-wings have 4 mounting points which can accommodate a variety of weaponry, which include 8 HD-10 anti-tank guided missiles, 8 TY-90 air-to-air missiles, and 4 of either PL-5, PL-7, and PL-9 air-to-air missiles. Number 5. Augusta A129 Mangusta. Introduced in 1983, the Augusta A129 Mangusta, or Mongoose, has been the Italian Army's primary attack helicopter and the first attack helicopter to be designed and produced entirely in Western Europe. It was used in several United Nations missions in the 1990s, including the Yugoslavian civil wars and later Somalia and Angola. The platform proved to be ideal as a peacekeeping aircraft and especially well suited to operate in hot climates. It was the first helicopter to make use of a fully computerized, integrated management system that helps reduce crew workload, and much of the helicopter's functionality was designed to be automated. This includes part of the flight and armament systems, which are monitored and directly controlled by onboard computers. This chopper is also equipped with infrared night vision systems, and unlike its animal counterpart, this mongoose comes armed to the teeth, carrying a 12.7mm machine gun pods, and is equipped with 4 rocket pods that can hold a number of platforms that include 38 81mm unguided rockets, 76 70mm unguided rockets, 8 AGM-114 Hellfire missiles or BGM-71 TOWs, or Spike ER anti-tank missiles, or 8 AIM-92 Stingers, or Mistral anti-aircraft missiles. Number 4. Bell AH-1Z Viper. If helicopters were Pokemon, the Bell AH-1Z Viper is the Raichu to the AH-1 Cobra's Pikachu, meaning it's basically the Cobra's most evolved form. Much like its predecessor, it's a 4-blade twin-engine attack helicopter used by the US Army and was formally introduced in 2010. It's a very flexible chopper, but it's mainly used for amphibious assaults, which it can do both in day and nighttime and in all manner of weather conditions. Its sensors have superior long-range detection and identification capabilities that are second to none. It's also equipped with an infrared suppression system, so good luck in finding this bird in the night skies. As for weaponry, it can be armed with a variety of weapons. Its 2 wing stubs feature 3 mounting points each, which can accommodate the AGM-114 Hellfire anti-tank missile, the AIM Sidewinder air-to-air missile, and the 2.75-inch Hydra 70 rocket pod in the 7 or 19 shot count variation. It comes standard with a 20mm 3-barrel Gatling-style cannon on its chin turret and can even be strapped with auxiliary fuel tanks for long-range missions. Number 3. The Eurocopter Tiger. The Eurocopter Tiger went into service in 2003, but the project had been in development for decades. It was first developed to be an anti-tank gunship to guard against a Soviet land invasion, but when the Soviet Union collapsed in 1991, Germany and France continued with the project and made the Tiger a multi-mission capable chopper. It was the first all-composite helicopter designed in Europe, and it's exceptionally maneuverable and packed with advanced technologies. It's stealth and can carry payloads of various weaponry. This bird of prey comes in 2 versions, the attack version and the escort version. The attack version comes armed with either Trigat anti-tank missiles or Hot 3 missiles, as well as unguided rockets. It can also be equipped with Stinger air-to-air missiles. The escort version, on the other hand, is fitted with a 30mm cannon, unguided missiles, and the Mistral air-to-air missile. This chopper is currently being used by the French, Australian, and the internet. That has boggled your mind? Just send it over to us and we'll find out more about it for you. Who knows? We might even use it on a future video. Number 2. MIL Mi-28 Havoc. First flown in 1988, the Mi-28 is the replacement for the old but venerable Mi-24. But unlike its predecessor, the Havoc is intended as an anti-armor attack helicopter. The lack of the bulky passenger area gives the Havoc greater speed and maneuverability, making it a far deadlier bird of prey. It still incorporates the conventional helicopter gunship layout with the pilot in the rear and the gunner in front, but is modernized in every other way. It is armed with a 30mm trainable cannon housed in a turret under the nose. It is also also typically fitted with anti-tank guided missiles, as well as unguided rocket pods and even laser-guided rockets. With all that weaponry and weight, it needs not just one workhorse of an engine, but two of them, with each one packing 2,000. The Boeing AH-64D Apache. The Apache is probably the most recognized and most iconic attack helicopter in the world and has slowly built up its deadly reputation since it went into service for the US Army back in 1986. This four-bladed tandem-piloted attack helicopter was widely used during the Gulf War and is still seeing use not only by the US but in Israel, Egypt, and the Netherlands as well. The Apache AH-64D has seen extensive use over the past 3 decades, from attacks on Iraq's radar system during the Gulf War and later operations in Iraq and Afghanistan, the NATO intervention in Bosnia and Kosovo, to Israeli action in Lebanon and against Hamas and Hezbollah. This chopper is armed with an Alliant Tech system, M230 30mm single-barrel automatic cannon, as well as a slew of other weaponry which include 2 Hellfire anti-tank missiles and Hydra 70 rocket pods, all of which are guided by the state-of-the-art Longbow fire control radar system. More than 2,500 Apaches have been made and production is still ongoing, which is a testament to just how awesome this attack helicopter is. Which attack helicopter is your favorite? Let us know down below in the comments. Also make sure to hit subscribe as well as the notification bell. That way, you'll get notified every time we upload new and amazing content just like this. Again, thanks for watching and see you on the next video.